What's up, YouTube? We're back. Something a little different this time. We're going to be wicking the coils that we just built. 10 rep, 24 gauge, KA1 Kanthal around a 3.5mm screwdriver. We're ohming at 0.45. We're wanting these to fire evenly. And we're currently at a very low wattage just to get these to fire evenly. And they're pretty close. Going to turn it up about 50 watts real quick, just to see that we're going to get a little hot spot. Just brush it. Starting to burn pretty nicely. Cool those off before we stick some cotton bacon inside of them. And what we do, since we're using a larger diameter, 3.5mm, we're able to use more cotton. About that much. Yeah, that's about right. And we just tear it the length of the strip. We're going to give it a pinch and a little twist. Jam it through. Pull it. And you want it to be a little restrictive, but not so restrictive that you deform your coil as you pull through your cotton. I like to trim them off about 3mm outside of the juice well. That's a little more than 3mm, but hey, I don't have a measuring tool, which is known as a ruler or a micrometer. I don't have one of those with me. So we just twisted it again, stick it into the hole, pull it through. If you feel that it's getting a little tight, slowly twist the cotton as you pull, and it will even out. And then we're going to clip it even with the others. Even it out. And then what we do is you want to come in and fluff out your cotton, because the further apart those individual cotton strands are, the more wicking ability you're going to have. It's going to be quicker to absorb and draw up the juice from the well to the heating coil. So we just fluff them out. Fluffing a pillow. And if I continue to speak in this monotone, I'm going to sound like Bob Ross, which isn't a bad thing. We're going to paint some pretty trees right along the edges. Oh, and he looks like he needs a friend over here. But no. And then we come back and we tuck it in. I'm just pushing it around the coil and then tucking it down into the juice well. I don't want to disturb the fluff of that cotton, if at all possible. So you just want to gently set it down into the juice well. Because remember, what this cotton is doing is drawing the juice. It's giving a channel for the juice to flow upwards. Fluff and tuck. Ooh. We have now become a fluffer. A better way than the term is usually referred to, because we are not trying to start a porn industry with coils. And what do we have? Let's put some... Oh, don't know what I want, if I want to ruin these coils by putting a juice in it that I haven't tried. The Alpha by Blow Vape. I don't know if it's good or not. So we're going to drip it anyways. And then after this, we're going to do a review of the Alpha. So we're juicing up our freshly whipped coils. I just put a bunch right on top of them. And it eventually soaks down and through. And once that's occurred, I go around the edges and gently, ever so gently, I add more juice to the edges of the cotton. And we said we're going to throw this on the series box. We are using a VCP Mech series. You just want to be really careful with these series boxes if it's a mechanical device. And make sure that you have really good batteries. We're using Sony VTC4s currently. And with this 0.45 build, we're completely safe. We won't be overdrawing the amperage. They recommend about a 0.3, but if you have super good batteries with like a 30 amp pulse, you can build down to about 0.25, no lower. I wouldn't go lower than 0.25 for safety reasons. And this I actually call the Twisted Messes 1.5 because I'm using the Twisted Messes 1 chuff cap on a Twisted Messes 2 RDA. The only drawback with these VCP mods is you have to make sure your RDA is flush on the box before you tighten the battery screws on the bottom. Series box. Chucks the vapor. Review soon to come on the Alpha. There's a foreshadowing of events. Thanks for taking the time to watch YouTube, guys. If you enjoyed it, press subscribe. If you really enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you watching this 8-minute and 9-second video. Have a good night, guys. Peace.